Hey everybody, I want to Wiisdom here about 9:45 p.m. Thursday night, and my TV is on and it says the game currently being telecast is not available due to contractual league requirements. Please check your local listings to find out where the game is available in your area. And spoiler alert, the game is not available in my area. Texas is a very large state, and people treat it like it was like Rhode Island or something, and that's unfortunate. I was gonna watch the Rockets and Jazz. Now, where we left off, we'd been in the Nether. Been doing all kinds of crazy stuff off camera. Where did these diamonds come from? Somewhere I've dug. But we were in the Nether. We got some Nether Wart right. That was exciting. And it dawned on me I wanted to use a lot more pumpkins, right? And so let's see if you recognize this area. We kind of have this whole monstrosity that I'm thinking about getting rid of. The problem in here in Project Genesis, because that's where this all started. I was working on the Nether farm, right? Just, where was I going to put Nether Wart? Have to pick a location. Wanted it to be, kind of like if I was AFK, fishing, all that. I wanted the Nether Wart to be growing. And I can't tell you, I think it was last episode I was in here and, we saw the slime fall down from right there. And we had the creeper, that was right there. And routinely I've run into mobs in this area. I think the problem is we just can't control the light level enough. Like, unless I come down with multi-level chandeliers, right? Like, here in the middle, we'd need to be like, 2 sticks down in a block of glowstone, and over here we'd need to come down 5, and over here we'd come down 5, and then since we came down 5, we'd have to come out like 1 right there. It would start to be ridiculous, right? And I was here again, and I went and specifically put torches, which, how do I get there now? I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, trust me, I went over there, I even started clearing that chest out a little bit, put torches. The 2 times I did that, even after putting the torches, I had another frickin' slime spawn. They're literally about the height of the ceiling, and that bothered me, and it makes me not feel safe. But if we stroll through here, I finally redid these, although, let's see. Yeah, nope, something came and took them out, so I assume the slime came and did that too. I'm about tired of things trampling my crops, man. That's kind of the whole point of this. But this is what I did, right? And it works beautifully. We just come in, although you're supposed to stand there. So I could have sworn I filled that in too. More on that later. But as you can see, you get really good rates with this, and surprisingly grows very, very fast as well. So it's been a long time since I've had to mess with Nether Wart, and I just always had it there, and I think the Xbox One edition, really. So, I mean, check that out. We got over a stack. What this is, it is 8, 16, 24, 32, if I remember correctly. Ooh, got a straggler. It's what I did there. Nothing fancy, no automation, no water, no auto collection system, just old school farm, right? And, oh my, I should probably, one of these days I'll fall in there. But since I was doing that, I was like, I kind of need more pumpkins, I'm planning on using them as a light source not only in this tunnel but elsewhere as well. If you recall in this area, I don't know how much of it was on camera, but I'd continuously pace back and forth, and I would look for zombies because I would hear them. And I finally found them. It was a little 4-block area in this wall, and what led me to finally locate the sound better was a bat. And I opened it up, and in that instance there was a bat and a creeper. So killed both, filled it in, and that problem should be behind me. But coming in here, this is, like, I love the tall ceiling, right? But I constantly have crud spawn, even with lava, even with pumpkins, And I'm kind of thinking you might bring it down a little bit, right? Like, that's sort of the end point, if you will. It looks super cool. It's impressive, far more impressive, but it's almost so much of an annoyance I don't like it. So enter this area, right? And the plan here, which is kind of, I don't know, I'm seeing how I like that, and I kind of want to have glowstone sort of as like a grow light, I like centrally located. But what my tentative plan here, as we've cleared all this out, is We're going to have water down the middle, right, for maximum hydration and irrigation capabilities. And then we would have the pumpkin stems right here. The plant itself can only grow one way, right? So we'd have pumpkins here. That would be 8 pumpkins. You know, we've got the plant and the crop, right? So 8. And then 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, and grass path for beauty. Alright, so I may actually dig that out a little just so we can have it equilateral. And then I was thinking, you know, if I have this here, like if we're running down this glorious stretch of grass pavement, right, going off towards a sheepish ravine or the sheep farm that's even closer, wherever we're headed, I kind of want something of equal prominence and significance on this side, and that's why we have this stone wall. But really, if we look around the stone wall, I've dug most of it out, just not that part. And that's what we've got, right? So I'm thinking the melons will go over here. And then I spent some time outside trying to get a cow down my chute. That's why we started filming over here at the start of the episode, because I guess that was one of the last things I did before I went to bed. And I had to kill a crud ton of them, and I'm going to have to continue eradicating them because it's not working. There are far too many of them up there. And it looks like it's nighttime too, but we're now on top of the sheep farm. But that's kind of what my thoughts are there, right? Is just pumpkins and melons, and on this side I only went to 8 back, in part because that was there. This time I went 10 back in case we want to, you know, like add a grass buffer, which I think would actually look better. So I might have to redo a good chunk of this, and I think we could push it back at least 1, right? The lava doesn't really start until there, so the plan would be to add, you know, glass and whatnot. Now this whole area is conquered, and I took out a little bit. All these tunnels go somewhere, but if I take you right over here, check it out. That is a much neglected wheat farm designed to support the sheep farm, right? Which we still need to kind of finish the sheep farm too, come to think of it. And I think this tunnel will take me a safer drop down, yeah. So that's kind of what this is. Nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. Here we are down at the sheep farm, and we really do need to finish this out. Let's see, the sky blue, yes, 31. I shall take it. So, I'm not quite sure. Like, we have this and the sheepish ravine. I found the brown sheep. I have the coordinates written on an envelope somewhere, which I'm not sure if I'll find it, but we've got pretty much everything except the brown guy, and we need to color a few more or kill the white ones, whichever we choose. But that's coming along. You know, we haven't really touched it in forever, but it's still functional. So the plan, anytime there's like lava behind it, I want to kind of glass it in, right? Just sort of like for a aesthetic type of a view. But I think what I'm going to do is whack all this away and see if I can't try the grass buffer path with the melon. And I'm thinking above us I would like to put sky blocks, right? Which that for me is light blue wool. And I hate having it like a low profile, right? Which obviously I'm not going to have 3, and then, you know, this 4th row right here would be our sky. Part of me hates that, but then the other part of me is like, why would I do this again? Like, this is annoying. I can't tell you how long this takes, right? Like, right here, this would be the sky, okay? In that room, and then we've done the sky like 3 times over here, and all that does is make me have to work longer doing something that no one cares to see done, and then I have crud spawn, and I have to do weird lighting things to try and prevent it, and I don't like that. I find it not enjoyable, basically. So I think off camera here, now that I've sort of introduced you to what we're working on, I'll probably start whaling away at that. I also have some text messages I need to check here, but we're gonna crank this out and see which one we like better. Probably gonna be this one, and then we'll, I guess, work towards correcting that over here. But anyway, I shall be back, and we will catch you in just a little bit. I went conquering some stuff here and found, I think, the largest quantity of bats. There were so many I was hitting them inadvertently with a shovel which kind of ruined the clip because I killed a couple. But yeah, we had 2 water spills, and gravel, and a bunch of bats. So that said, progress is made. I was looking for somewhere to throw down some some Nether Wart somewhere that was just kind of already in existence, and geez, this is a lot to take in, man, I tell you. So just thought I'd throw this in. Found a huge cave, and check out Mr. Fancy Pants here. Got an enchanted chest plate and an enchanted suit of pants. Let's summon some buddies. See if they're of the high society as well. And no drop of armor. My inventory is kind of full, is the issue I've got with exploring this further. But I started here, and believe it or not, what? More bats. And subsequently, I just decided to check it out. So, yeah, that's kind of what we dug into, and I guess this is just like the bat side of the Minecraft. Oh, there's that thing again. I've been stuck in that like 3 times now. But I'll show you where I was. This is somewhere we'd been, and then I just kind of had this set up like that. And apparently I did that just so, you know, like I hadn't fully explored that, and we have now. And I think the best place to throw Nether Wart down would be way back over here. Which I just, you know, figured I'd see where this goes. But, for example, I mean, this is where we're at, right? So, nothing too crazy, but I wanted it to kind of be in range of where we have been. So, I might dig this out and throw some down, and we'll be back. Okay, so I literally walked through the portal. I was just gonna go get some sand, and that is not a magma cube. That is a regular old slime. And oh boy, we keep having some crazy things happen with these portals. It'd be cool if these guys would drop magma cream if they transitioned into the Nether, but that means that he would have had to have spawned in Project Genesis yet again, and that's what we're trying to avoid. So I'm gonna go try to figure out where the deserts are I don't mind ransacking, and I'm gonna head that direction. So I shall be back. If you wondered how these guys were doing, there's your answer. They're still just kind of hanging out in their custom in-game split village. Fantastic. So yeah, I finally found the frickin' portal. It was the last direction that I bothered to look in, and I thought I had quite a few more, and I don't, and I'm not quite sure if I just didn't mark the route very well or what. But bottom line, I needed sand. I'm getting sand, and that's making me happy right now. And we are back. I have done a bunch of nothing, which includes running around in the nether, throwing down stack after stack of cobblestone slabs. I have also noticed here in this area we have more and more crops that are dying off, right? And that's not because of me, which would mean that things are spawning and falling on them, or slimes. I'm thinking it's slimes, since we've had some of them in the nether now, and that's extremely unfortunate. But while we're in here, I wanted to kind of update you on this. We walked by it when I was hauling the little sky blue sheep, which I think he's still hanging out in here actually. We will double check that. Yeah, just kind of chilling with the soul sand and the mushrooms. You know, we got our cow there too. But I wanted to show you kind of like the current finished project. Obviously, like the chest, I'll eventually haul all that crud out of there, move it. I can't believe this grass hasn't tracked over here yet. I've been in this area a ton, and it's always that whole thing. Doesn't have anything, but I might put like fence posts or something. Maybe torches even, just to keep the crops kind of dictated where we want them to be. And I believe that's about it over here. I've obviously been up top, killed some more cattle, got some down here. Oh, some sheep did escape. I think I did this whole thing off camera. This whole portion. So like we used to have just like odd one wide windows here, and it was really hard for me to get to the sheep. You know, like I'd start on the front side typically, and then on the back side I would have trouble because we just had like this myriad of blocks in place, right? So now we should be able to get to them regardless of what side they're on. And I've got this smooth stone slab the whole way through there, which is kind of a cool touch in my opinion. There's one of the escapees. Jerk. Send those away. Go ahead and pick this up manually. We can get the white wool too. It was mainly sky blue and a couple of whites that got away. I think a teal might have as well. Not exactly sure where he's at. Probably find him eventually, but this was a nice touch, I thought, getting that upgraded. Let me see. I can rock over here and still get up top. We'll make a way. Hopefully that's not anything too crazy. Oh, I see why. Yep, there was a... Did I not just put that here? Okay. Well, I am alive, and this was not expected. Is that the only hole? There was one here too, wasn't there? Right? Yes. No stone. No stone, that's cool. Just do this. And... Alright, there we go. Crisis averted. Look at us. Masters that we are. Just bear with me here. And should I break that? I think we're safe. Yes, cool. So yeah, lava's still there, if you were curious. Now you know. Backside, same thing here. I started putting the torches down, just to give them more light. Also the glowstone. I went ahead, centrally located in each pin. I've got a piece of glowstone. Trying to limit the amount of torches we had to place. I've cleared a ton of stone out here too. Only... I think that far side was open previously. And then I even cleaned out over this way some. You can only do so much of this before you just get burned out on it. And if we drop down here, these ladders, of course, were already in place, but that makes the sheep farm much more functional, in my opinion. And it looks better, so I can get around it a little easier. We got tons of Nether Wart here. I think I will go ahead. This was my test to kind of see if I liked that or smooth stone better. I think I want the grass flowing. I always walk into this, now that time I knew, but I'm so used to this, like you'll just, oh, okay, let me go, and you're like, oh, got wet. But I think pretty much everything is finally grown now, except for that guy, a couple of others, but still, no progress there. That's just insane. Uh, so many gas, I tell you that. That's something else I didn't. There's so many of them, I just don't really record it. But I can't. There's one section of the path is like Gas City, and that sucks. I have some signs here because I was finally labeling some portals. I went through a portal from an acacia village and backtracked and made the path all the way to its. Let me take you over here. I think I showed this either in this video or a previous one. But that Nether Wart factory is alive and well. And what I will do now, need to grab some of this sand before I forget. I might actually, after doing the water features in the watermelon and pumpkin area, right? I kind of think we might be able to get by with minimal stuff, right? Or how much of this I'm going to need. Actually, tell you what, let's do this. We will. Wonderful. Down 32 more torches. That'll fit just fine. That'll allow me to get another stack. I don't think we'll need that, but that's fine. So I've wheeled away some sand, as I intended to. I'm seriously considering in here, and you can tell by that, I think this was my original proposed height for the sky, and I don't know why I decided it needed to be bigger. I guess it's because of that, the entryway here. I don't know, I'm just so tired of stuff spawning and trampling crops and then going into the nether portal. It's getting old, man. Well, this would even be that height. I don't exactly know, but we might be lowering the sky here. Sadly, it's still going to be the same obscene number of blocks that we have to collect, so that's not necessarily a good thing. But what I wanted to do to kind of wrap this video up, which includes all kinds of randomness, is just get over here and get this freaking canal dug, right? Let me get to bed here. Nice view of my diamond helmet that looks iron when I sleep for some reason. See? It's really diamond. I hear footsteps. Oh, what? Look at that guy. What's he doing over there? Ooh, got lots of peeps. Oh, cruel world. Creeper. Interesting, there's the spider. Oh, hello. That tree has been home to so many skeletons. Just went into panic mode there. That guy. Also realized I forgot to put away the things. Wool and the... Oh, hey, okay, so only baby zombies can come in on me. That's fine. Meant to put away all of the wool, and I didn't. And meant to put away the blaze rods and the gas tier. Hey, so where did this guy go? Surely he didn't despawn, right? Huh. Well, I was gonna see what we got. He shouldn't have, if this guy is here. I don't know where Home Slice went. Wait, did he just despawn? No, he's there. Good shot. Nope, he moved. You know that arrow he shot wasn't gonna hit me. That's lame sauce. I don't know where a gold pants man went, but it's unfortunate. I was looking forward to seeing what he dropped, man. So anyhow, what we were going to do before we were so rudely interrupted is a creeper would be the one we don't want to run into. I guess him and the zombie just bailed on us, huh? Interesting. I also built a bridge, a small, nothing fancy bridge somewhere, across from desert to acacia. But anyway, enough rambling, enough sidetracking. This area here, I'm going to go ahead and to wrap this video up, which is actually going to take quite a while, I would imagine. I'm going to dig this thing down. Again, I wanted to go at least 2 deep, I'm thinking. Maybe just 1, I'm not sure. But it really will take a lot of time. And I got to remember, that's a hole down to a ravine somewhere. So, yeah, I will get started on this, and probably not even going to time-lapse it, because honestly, I just don't feel like it. But, gotta clear my inventory out. I can get 12 of these. Who am I kidding? Start here. But yeah, I will be working on this, and we will finally have a waterway that we can be proud of. Boom. Perfect. Alright, well, I will get this done, and I'll catch you back for the finished product. Alright, so progress point for you. I've dug down 2 to 3, and I've decided to make a bunch of smooth stone slabs, because I kind of like the way that they look, in all honesty. So that'll get broken out, right? The water level will come in about right here, and first, of course, I've got to chisel all this out, place the slabs, and I think it'll look pretty decent. I've got the glowstone placed every 5 here at the top. Sides, we might do something special on. Might put pumpkins or something in the floor. Haven't exactly decided just yet, but it's worked pretty well, just kind of jumping up there and getting water, and we'll just continue on now since we've got source blocks, so stay tuned. Oh yeah, that actually wasn't too bad. Didn't take near as long as I thought it would, at least in terms of filling it now. Getting it to this point, yeah, that took some time, but I think we are ready now to unleash the ocean water and blend it with the fresh water, whatever we decide to do. So brace yourselves. About to get good. No clue how this is going to work out, or if it will work out. But tentative plan is to basically do the same thing. And let's see, make that the weak spot. It works well with this being 5 wide, actually. It kind of makes everything just sort of fall into place, you know. Now, I think I'll be able to take this from the bottom layer and just kind of egg it on each time. So I will shut up and do the time lapse. And so, it appears we've run into a bit of an issue. As I'm thinking it has to do with the slabs, although it was working great down here. Maybe there's just one that we missed, screwing it all up. A glorious sight. Oh, baby. This was way easier than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, it was just that one thing that screwed this up. So now we just need to connect it after we top our bucket off here. So, you ready for this? Can't break stone with a shovel. I think we'd know that. Alright. Sweet. Now, I kind of instantly, a part of me thought about like doing part smooth, part cobble, part, you know, just changing it all up, right? And I didn't do that. And I don't know if I regret it or not. I also thought of then coming in and like, I'm gonna need a torch here. I sort of thought of having, you know, like stone brick, you know, kind of like either here or here. I was kind of thinking there, but then part of me thought, you know, like, no, you should keep it freaking natural, man. We have our first visitors. House special. Eventually I'll probably get rid of that. It just kind of depends. But here's the main thing, right? Can we do this? And it looks like we can. This 5 wide thing, very glad we did it. It's pretty easy to go straight, but you do start to veer a little bit. And being 5 wide, it is freaking perfect, man. So now that we've got this, all we really need to do is start connecting everything else, right? Or do we want to just be limited to this pond in the ocean? You know, that's another option, right? It's an easier, more simplistic course of action we can take. But check it out. There it is from the front side. I think it's pretty good. Now, over time, we could, you know, trick it out a little bit, stone brick, some pumpkins in the wall, some glowstone, some lighting effects, whatever we decide to do. But yeah, this basically takes this from the confines, the safe and friendly confines of Sleepy Harbor, out into the deep ocean. Insert Echo the Dolphin level names here, but I think that's a pretty good setup, really. I mean, you kind of got like your concealed private little bay, and then it's like boom, you just keep on trucking through here. So final course of action here that we will do in this episode, and I think I'll probably build like a dock there type of a thing. I've got some plans. I don't want to give them all away. That's kind of what you need to watch for. But if you're thinking I'd forgotten, you are wrong. So here's what we're going to do, right? This barrier here is going to come in, and it is going to connect with this, which of course, that's why we've got these like little dock entry things at our base, and that's going to connect with this, and this is going to connect with frickin' everything. So, I think between now and the next episode I'll work on this. I'm thinking, since we did it, let's get over here and take a look at it. I will abstain from the boat for now, but check this out. I think that does look pretty legit with the water. It was not what I had initially planned. I was thinking stone brick, like frame out the whole thing in stone brick, sort of like we did here. And part of me was like, no man, you gotta keep it aqua based, right? And I have to say, for whatever reason, let me hop up here so you can get a good feel for it. Like, that looks really good with water. I think cobblestone would look too busy. This is where I tested it, by the way, if you're curious what that is. But I'm pretty happy with that. We'll come in here. I've got some ideas for this area. We could even, shoot a tube that direction. Kind of line up with that monster mountain over there. We can run along on the bottom. We have all sorts of crazy options here. So let me go ahead and clean this up a bit. Get rid of this guy. And make this a nice smooth level transition. I think that's pretty good. It is pretty good in my opinion. So we've still got some options with what we do there. But I think I will mirror that smooth stone slab. Obviously we can't keep grass. If we could keep grass, I would do that because I think that would look really good. Especially, with water just being like too deep, basically. But I'll chisel this out another layer. I'll put some smooth stone slab down. I'll try to remember to take a look at that at the start of next episode. And I believe that wraps this one up, man. We got a little bit done. Alright. And like I said, between episodes, I'll knock some of this out. I might get some lighting in place over there under the water just so we can say we've done it. And we'll get this connected. We'll boat around a little bit. And then I do have some plans that will actually make progress. Spoiler alert, I don't think I'll be placing random portals in the Nether this time. My apologies. I know you probably haven't had your fill the last 2 or 3 episodes of doing that. But I've got some stuff planned, so I will end it on that note, and I will catch you back here for more action from Wiisdom Plays